Oro Governor Juffa is calling on Papua New Guineans to unite and reflect on the struggles and tortures endured by West Papuans on their quest for freedom. Governor Juffa, who is a vocal advocate for the Free West Papua campaign, said PNG cannot consider itself to be free when its Melanesian brothers continue to be brutally abused by Indonesian forces. Sylvester Gawi reports from Leh.
The plight of West Papuans tortured in the hands of Indonesian forces while fighting for their freedom is being supported by a vocal group of Papua New Guineans. While the PNG government has made special appeals to the Indonesians to spare the lives of innocent men, women and children in the West Papuan region, the struggle for freedom continues to make headlines in forums around the Pacific region. Oro Governor Juffa has been the leading politician in PNG, who has been advocating for the Melanesian people of West Papua to be given a fair say of the freedom of governance.
A cry that apparently the rest of the world have also ignored. But these are our Melanesian people, and they deserve to be free. They were supposed to be given independence in the 1950s, and by some horrible twist of fate and history, the United Nations and the Western governments ignored their right and handed them over to Indonesia.
In the last 60 years, the West Papuans have endured countless tortures and violent sufferings in the hands of Indonesian forces. Many have died from genocides. The West Papuans independence group known as the Free Papua Movement, or the OPM, have made several attempts to gain freedom for the people. Mr. Juffa wants Papua New Guineans to reflect on the struggles faced by West Papuans, the bloodsheds and human rights abuses that they have suffered in the hands of Indonesian forces.
We are a nation that ought to be. There are people that ought to be free. And on that day, I would like all Papua New Guineans to think and reflect. And while they can appreciate their freedom, remember that on that other side of the border, our brothers are living in fear, oppression, brutality, and they don't enjoy the freedom that we do. And therefore we can't be free until they are free. We should at all times be striving to fight in whatever way we possibly can to secure their freedom so that they too can enjoy the freedom that we enjoy and often take for granted.
Sylvester Gawi, NBC National News, Leh.